And away we go. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, moms, and children of all persuasion. I'm trying to get a good angle here so that I can, but I don't like the ceiling. You know what? You're just going to have to look at the ceiling. Okay. I got you split there on the two windows in the back, at least in the Facebook shot, so that we got some sort of symmetry. We're going for some sort of symmetry. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, moms and dad. You are watching and listening to Living on a Thin Line with me, Tony Vicich. This is your diversion from all the strangeness, weirdness, anxiety, hoopla, anger, and scary stuff going on in the world today. It's where we take a little break from it all and talk about silly things in a silly way. And every once in a while, we get drop dead serious. So I've got a whiz bang of a program put together for you today. If you know anything about this program, you know that one of the things we do is I always run the second half. Two artists are two pieces of music or bands based on my extensive vinyl collection. And today I've got some really rare stuff, some stuff that you've never heard of. I just don't like this angle with my there. I love that angle. That's a nice angle. Cheryl, move the YouTube computer over just a little bit. Just a little bit. There, over this way. Come over this way. There we go. Now we got it all. Kids, we got it all. Now we're looking good. Now we're looking sharp. And I've got, I've got two pieces of music today that with some really obscure artists that I really want you to be able to take to heart. One of these artists is one of the most, is in one of the most famous films of my generation. And everybody knows her, but you don't know her name, and you don't know that at one time or for many years she was a great opera singer. So we're going to be recommending that a little later on in the program. I got that for you. Then I'm just not happy. You know what? I'm not angle happy today. Damn it, I'm not angle happy. There, how's that angle look? All right, so I got that coming up for you, along with some interesting memorabilia to show you that we can talk about. You're not going to believe this when I show it to you. You're going to go, no, that's not true. But it'll be true. It'll be absolutely true. We build this show around a couple things, ladies and gentlemen. The music that I recommend, the memorabilia or piece of personal history or autograph that I share with you. And, of course, interaction with you. And you can interact with us in three ways. And one is ComedySchoolsRadioNetwork.com. The other one is on Facebook Live. I can see as you're posting up right here, as you ask questions and make snarky comments, and I can respond to them. And, of course, on YouTube. So YouTube on the Comedy Schools channel. We're going into the 60s now with this program. This was something we decided to do every day once the crisis began, once quarantine began. And I know that some places are opening up. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Charles. Hello, Tina and Mike. Hello, Champ. Some states are opening up more quickly than others. Tim's here today. Tim, I hope you're recovering well, sir. I hope you're recovering well. Some are opening more quickly than others. Some people are ready to go running out into the streets, and some people are being a little more cautious. I am being semi-cautious. I'll be frank with you. We do go to the store and go to the store, not just, necessary. We do wear masks. We're like mask people. All of a sudden, the country is broken down into mask and non-mask people. And Tina, Mike Lawson say hi to Tony and Shirley. So my friends from Missouri, back there in Jefferson County. Beautiful place, man. Jefferson County is just gorgeous, especially in the spring and the summer, even in the winter when it snows. But we become a society of mask and non-mask. So let's be clear. When you wear a mask, I got one sitting here, and this is not the best mask in the world. This is actually something I use for yard work, and it's not what I wear when I go out. But when this all first happened, this is the only thing that I had, so I wore it. The mask protects you from me in case I have the virus. And your mask protects me from you. Not 100%, maybe not even 90%, but it does increase the safety factor. So by wearing a mask, you are actually doing an act of selflessness, of showing that, all right, I care about the people around me. How did someone explain it one time? This is the meme that I saw. It says, like, say that you're not wearing pants and someone else isn't wearing pants and they pee, okay, and their pee gets on you. All right. But if you're wearing pants and they pee, still some pee gets on you, but not as much. But if you're both wearing pants and they pee, no pee gets on you. So don't pee on people with your face. No face peeing is what I'm saying. I had to go to the doctor yesterday. Nothing big, nothing huge, nothing major. Just a checkup, and they're open now, and they're having people come in, and they kind of required me to come in order to get some of my prescriptions renewed. And I thought it was kind of weird, but I did, and everybody was wearing masks. Everybody was safe. It's what we're going to have to do for a while until they come up with really effective treatments, until they come up with vaccines. It's what we'll have to do. It's what we should do. So later on today, when I am out sumo wrestling, that's my that's my hobby. I haven't told anybody. Is I like to go out with just a towel wrapped around my genitalia and get into a big mud vat with a 400-pound Japanese guy and sumo wrestle. So when I do that, I do wear a mask. I do wear a mask so that I'll be safe. Greg Paul says, pee on me. That's a fun Saturday night. Well, I'm sure you think it is, Gregory. Hey, you know who just joined us, who's on the program right now, who's watching, is none other than one of the funniest ladies I know in Phoenix. And a woman who recently, when my wife and I were reviewing some videos, was watching one of her videos and goes, why isn't that girl famous already? And who are we talking about? We're talking about Mary Upchurch. Mary Upchurch has joined the Facebook Live crowd. She's watching. And this Sunday night, ladies and gentlemen, May 24th, this Sunday night, May 24th at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, Mary Upchurch will be the headliner for Tony Vicich Presents Sunday Night's Funnier. So if you're looking for something to do Sunday night and you want to see somebody truly funny, I mean, somebody of HBO caliber, and I mean this, and Mary, I know you get embarrassed when I say this, somebody of HBO caliber, somebody of Tonight Show caliber, tune in Sunday night, 7 p.m. Go to comedyschools.com or comedyschoolsradionetwork.com. Go to comedyschools.com, scroll to get tickets, click the link, only $10. If you got 10 people quarantining your house, all 10 can watch the show. If it's 5, it's you by yourself. Here's the cool thing about the $10. What's it go for? What do we spend it on? Weed. No, we don't spend it on weed. The money goes to pay the comics and to local food banks. So you're helping out. You're helping keep people employed, and you're helping people who are in need when you spend $10 and you get to laugh your fool ass off. These comics are going to kill you at laughter, not with a virus. So I know some of the clubs are opening. We have scheduled at the end of June our first live show. We're going to play it as it goes, see how things are going. If it's unsafe, if it's still very unsafe, we won't do it. But I think it's too early, me personally, to be go run out to nightclubs to watch some open micer sit there and cuss about his parents, in some bar someplace. So we're not doing that yet. Okay. I wish Shale Brenner was here. Shale's on the show too. She's someone who regularly watches, and she's going to be on the Sunday night show. And she was asking me a question about microphones. Just to let you know something about microphones, if anybody you want to know, the microphone that I'm using, the microphone you see in my hand, is a Shure 58. It's a Shure 58. It's kind of like the standard for comedy clubs and for stages because it's designed to pick up a person talking. I primarily have it for ComedySchoolsRadioNetwork.com. It feeds through the soundboard, which is sitting right below me here, into the computer, so we got a clear signal there. But it's a great sounding microphone designed to pick up people speaking. So if you've ever decided I would like to do some public speaking, I'd like to do a little talking, get yourself a Shure 58. You can get a Shure 38. It's almost the same thing, a little cheaper. They are not the ultimate best, but they're damn good, extremely good. There's not a big difference between these and the ultimate best, and they're sturdy. They're sturdy. So Shale had written me today because she's on the Sunday show, wanting to know what kind of microphone she should get. So I'm just giving that information. But she's not here, so it's useless. Because how many of you are going to go out and buy a microphone? What are you going to? Robin Keller, are you going to go out and buy a microphone? David John, you might go out and buy a microphone. Get a Shure 58. I've got a little rig, not a rig like like in the 70s, like what you shoot up with. I got a little rig where we broadcast our Zoom shows, which is in our other studio, which is about 10 feet from here, where I've got a little piggyback amp, and the wire that I have that runs from the microphone runs directly into the amp. And it really helps with the Zoom shows, with the presentation for you guys, okay? All right. What memorabilia do I have to show you right now? Look at this. That's a medal. I'm surprised I haven't showed them this before show, because I'm proud of this. Right, look at that. You can't read it. Look at that, YouTubers. I don't know if you can read it. Okay, in the back, what do you see? It's pretty cool. I'm trying to hold it still so my finger gets in the way. So what am I holding up here, ladies and gentlemen? What is this? This says, you ready? Ready? David Wayne Winkle says, sure, sounds good. Yes, that's fun. That's funny. The City of Los Angeles Marathon 20th anniversary. LA Marathon 20, March 6th, 2005. And on the back it says Honda, and says name and time, and I never got my name and time engraved on it. But in 2005, March 6th of 2005, I, Tony Vicich, Anthony David Vicich, will testify that I ran the LA Marathon. I was 50 years old, I believe, 50. And I had decided that I wanted to run a marathon while I still could. And I knew that it was going to become more difficult as the years went by. So I trained. I had a great trainer. You know who my trainer was my younger brother, Jerry, is a marathoner, or he was a marathoner. He's probably ran over 100 marathons. And he helped train me. And I ran in the LA Marathon. I completed it. And damn it, I got a medal. So it was one of those things. I said, I want to do this before I get old. And I did. And it's pretty cool. I ran one marathon in my life. Since then, I haven't ran a half marathon, a quarter marathon. I ran for a little while after that, 2 miles at a pop stuff. And then my back started going, so I couldn't run on a regular basis. So it was smart of me. It was intelligent on my part, to be perfectly honest, to run it then at 50. And at 50, I thought I was old, and I wasn't. But when you're 50, you think you're old. And then all of a sudden you hit 64. I'll be 65 in August. If you are 50 in 2005, Greg Paul says that makes your face memorabilia. And it's memorable, unlike yours, because you got a great face for radio, Greg. Tim Lawson says, I'll never do that. Dave Van Wuggen says, that's awesome, Tony. Yeah, I couldn't do it now. I don't think I could do a half marathon now. I think it would hurt me. I tell you what won't hurt you. You want to won't hurt you? There's something you can do no matter how old you are. No matter how old, no matter how young. It's never too late to find something new to do. Running a marathon was new to me. The truth is, in the 70s, when running first became a craze, like when everybody's wearing those tracksuits and stuff, I was running like a mile and a half. Nobody else in Jefferson County was running, except for like the track guys, Don Shell and those guys. But I was running, and then later on, some people got the fever and carried it even further. But in 2005, I did run the full entire marathon. Greg Paul says, I do. My face is birth control. Yeah. There's a lot of vile things I could say right now. But I'll wait till I see you, Craig, which I hope is soon, and say it to your face. I'll say it to your face. Okay. Mr. Hitbass, Tim Lawson says, Mr. Hitbass, in high school, he was a track coach. Yes, he was. So in high school, I wasn't too interested in running. I was on the track team one year. I actually won a ribbon then that got thrown away. But I took that because my dad said if I didn't do something productive, he was going to put me in juvenile hall. And so I ate amphetamines and ran. Youth. Youth. But in 2005, I'd been sober for quite some time and was doing it strictly for health, and have accomplished something. Okie doke. Kevin Brown says, stage. My laptop is like 20 seconds delayed from my phone watching you. How'd that for a race? So I think Kev, that you're maybe you're doing voice to speak, because the last sentence made no sense. Let me get, ladies and gentlemen, to a couple things. I was going to say, you can always find something new to do. And what I'm going to recommend now doesn't hurt. Okay. It doesn't wear you out. It doesn't make you short of breath. It doesn't make you sick. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever thought about speaking publicly? If you ever thought about trying stand-up comedy, I know you're going, oh, I'd never try that. Well, why not? Why not? Let me tell all of you out there who haven't tried stand-up comedy. I've known a lot of stand-up comics, and half the people on here, and some of them, of course, are stand-up comics, but half the people who aren't stand-up comics could be just as good as people out there working today. So I've got new workshops starting for beginners this coming Thursday, a week from today. Okay, May 28th. I got a brand new workshop. No matter where you are in the country, no matter where you are in the world, you can take a workshop with me, Tony Visit. Go to comedyschools.com to find out. All right. Kevin Brown said, I've been on and no comments come up from my laptop view. I meant strange. All right. So, we got comments here. Okay. All right. Let's get to the music. All right. So this first one is something to me, and it won't mean much to you. But there's a picture of a guy with a mustache. What is that? It's a guy who looks like a 70s porn star. That's what it looks like. Okay. But it's not. Okay. This was one of the greatest jazz singers of all time and one of the most unheralded. And my God, I got this out for 99 cents. And I knew this man. And his name was Kenny Rankin. Now, how respected was Kenny Rankin in music? This album was produced by Don Costa. It was arranged and conducted by Don Costa, produced by Michael Stewart. Don Costa, who was the arranger and conductor for many of Frank Sinatra's later albums. Kenny Rankin, let's see what's on this album. House of Gold, Here's That Rainy Day, Make Believe, On and On, You Are So Beautiful, Groovin', While My Guitar Gently Weeps, I Love You, and Through the Eyes of an Eagle, and of course the big hit here, When Sunny Gets Blue. So if you want to treat yourself to something wonderful, as a matter of fact, when the show's done, I'm either going to put this album on and let Shirley listen to it or ask Alexa to play Sunny, When Sunny Gets Blue. And you will hear one of the great jazz. The guy looked like a stevedore. He looked like a truck driver. He was broad-shouldered, thick, kind of a growly New York voice. But when he sang, just like a bird. Gorgeous. And he did a version of Blackbird, the Beatles' Blackbird, that Paul McCartney said was better than the Beatles version. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely stunning. I had met Kenny in the late 90s in LA and saw him in a little tiny jazz club off of Cherokee Avenue in Hollywood, right off of Hollywood Boulevard. It was one of those places where you pay like $70. It's a supper club, but I was into that back then. I was going to a lot of jazz clubs, and it thrilled me to be able to watch someone I knew doing his work in that intimate setting. So Google or YouTube Kenny Rankin. YouTube Kenny Rankin. YouTube when Sunny Gets Blue. And YouTube his version of Blackbird. And you go, wow, Tony turned us on to something really cool. Now, this next one's a bit of a novelty, to be honest with you. Okay? All right? But you're going to get a kick out of this. So we're out of the realm of rock and roll and classic rock and stuff that I grew up listening to and the stuff that some of you grew up listening to. Now, but you know this lady. You know this lady. Let me see. There's her face. There you can see. All right. And I'm going to read it to you because I know it's backwards on Facebook. All right. So who is that lady? Who is that lady? Who is that? Her name is Morgana King. Still don't know who she is, do you? You still don't know who Morgana King is. Let me read you the first paragraph of the liner notes. And it says, I dare you to tangle with Morgana King in this Pandora box of melodies and moods. The title, It's a Quiet Thing, suggests the quest she has in mind as she works her way through the thoughts and silences and strangeness of the world we live in. Wow, that's kind of prescient for right now. The world that is inside the eyes that read this text. That bounces with joy and cries with pain. Words are so damned impotent. They never tell adequately that we love. And when we look down into the casket and see the lines and the folds of the faces of what was our love, we then tear at our insides because we know we never said enough of what we knew. So this is about some of the songs on here. So Morgana King was a great singer and a great opera singer. And you know her. You know her. But you don't know her as a singer, although you saw her sing. You don't know her as an opera singer, but you saw her sing. And where did you see her sing? You saw her sing in the movie The Godfather. Because in the movie The Godfather, this great jazz opera singer, Morgana King, played Marlon Brando's wife. And for those of us who grew up watching The Godfather, we didn't know who it was. We thought just some actress. We all knew Marlon Brando. We all knew Robert Duvall. We all got to know Al Pacino, James Caan. But some of the other characters went on and did other things. You know, Abe Vigoda went on to play Fish, you know, and Barney Miller. But Morgana King didn't do a lot of work. Talia Shire in the Rocky movies. Morgana King did not go on to be a big name in theater and film and with the film going public. But for many years, she was one of the most respected artists in the world of opera and jazz. So here you see her, I don't know if you can really make out the picture, as a beautiful, pensive young woman. Okay? Now, we got to know her a few years after this album came out when she played Mrs. Vito Corleone. But none of us knew that. None of us knew as we were young people watching The Godfather. This woman had an entire career that was totally different. And it makes sense, of course, that Francis Ford Coppola and his father, who was the arranger and conductor of The Godfather, would cast a jazz opera singer like Morgana King because they knew music and they knew her. So the next time you watch The Godfather, you now know a little bit more about a movie you may have seen 100 times. Because now you know that the lady playing the wife of Marlon Brando had an entire life and career all her own, separate from that film. Isn't that cool? That's pretty darn cool, isn't it? All right. So we're going to kind of wrap it up today, you guys. Like I said, this is just your daily diversion. It's your daily diversion for everything going on. It's a place for all of us to meet as we're going about our day. I've already had a whole long day. You probably already had a whole long day. I got a whole bunch of day and night ahead of me still. Okay, this is our break. This is our snack. This is our box of Cheez-Its. This is our entire can of Pringles. This is our bowl of ice cream. That's what we have right here in the middle of the day, and then we move on and do what we got to do because we're going to not only survive, we're going to thrive. All right, and I'm going to provide you as much as I can those diversions that allow you to take a breather and take a break and move forward. And I've got them for you. I'll tell you what. If you want to see something free Friday night, I got something for you Friday night. And here's what I got. I got Class Clowns, which is the longest running comedy showcase in the Valley of the Sun. It's what I've been doing for 20 years. It is the showcase where artists that I work with are now going to, they've been working on a new set or a new act for the last 5 or 6 weeks, and they're going to showcase it. This is the show that has seen people go from their first show to national television. And we've got one this Friday night. The show is free. All right. But in order to be able to watch it, you've got to write me personally. Send me a message on Messenger or write me at comedyschools@hotmail.com and I'll send you the code. Okay. But the codes are only going to those people. They're only going out to select people. But I'll send you one. Okay. If you want to watch a show. I got that free for you Friday just for watching. Okay. Then Sunday night, we have Tony Vicich presents Sunday Night's Funnier with headliner Mary Upchurch, along with guests. And the guests are Shale Brenner, very funny, brand new comic, and Fred Scott. And why am I blanking on the third? Kabari Erdy. Kabari Erdy. So now you would think a guy who's his whole life people haven't been able to pronounce his last name properly would work doubly hard to pronounce people's names right. But no, I don't. Greg says, I have to go back to COVID, brush fires, and politics. That's right. Greg, we'll see you around, buddy. Greg is a news director of a major radio station here in town, and we're glad that he took time from his day to watch us. So Sunday night, I got a great show. Those tickets are only $10. Go to comedyschools.com and scroll to get tickets and click. And with your $10, we're going to pay the comics and donate money to local food banks. I got stuff for you Friday. I got stuff for you Sunday. Also Saturday night. This show is on at 7 p.m. It's on at 7 p.m. It's our Saturday night comedy jubilee. Once again, absolutely free. Living on a Thin Line Saturday night. I've got entertainment for you guys Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday night. 2 out of the 3 are free. The only other one on Sunday is $10. I think that's pretty good. If you watch all 3, that works out to like $3.33 per show. So do it. Buy a ticket for Sunday night. Watch for free Friday and Saturday. Okay. All right. I'm going to wrap up. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being with me today. I hope it's important to you because, damn it, it's important to me. I'll be back tomorrow at 2 p.m. with a brand new edition of Living on a Thin Line with Tony Vicich with more records and more goofy stuff to show you. All right. Until then, you have a safe, sane day. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, YouTubers. Don't forget, write me if you want that code for the free show. Bye-bye.
I have a long wind down.
Do I? Is it too long?
5 minutes. Well, about 4 minutes.
If it's too long, it's too long. I'm just like killing time then. Just, you know. And away we go. Good afternoon. Oh, Morgana King. You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. I like that. I do like that type of music, you know.